There's not much introduction required for Erling "BRAUT" Haaland. We all know him from his goal-scoring Champions League debut with RB Salzburg, and we continue to enjoy his football now that he is a citizen. But today, in the Football Historian, we will go over the details of his journey to the elite. Also called the Terminator, he is currently one of the most outstanding and valuable junior player in football. Erling is recognized as one of the most extraordinary forwards in the beautiful game. At the age of 22, he has already broken many statistics as the youngest and fastest participant to reach certain milestones, like fastest to score 30 goals in Champions League. Only 25 games. But before we move on, remember to subscribe to the channel to continue visiting the greatest stories in the beautiful game. Erling Haaland started at the age of 5 at BRAUT Academy in his hometown. In the 2015-2016 season, he played for BRAUT's reserve team and started his career with 18 goals in 14 games. In May 2016, Scott Larsson was fired as BRAUT's supervisor and Berntsen was promoted to caretaker manager. The interim coach, who had worked closely with Haaland and other groups of teenagers, gave the youngster his first start. 3 months before his 16th birthday, his debut was in a second division match against Ranheim on May 12th. Haaland started as a winger before Berntsen played him as a center forward for a few games. The Norwegian played 16 matches at BRAUT before moving to Norway's first division team Molde. He finished his Molde spell with 20 goals in 50 matches. Erling arrived to the Austrian league with Red Bull Salzburg, where he started taking the attention of the whole football world. He would go on to win 2 league titles and a national cup, but the achievements that propelled him to elite happened in football's biggest stage, the Champions League. Haaland scored a hat-trick on his UCL debut against Belgian side Genk. On November 2019, he would score another goal against Genk, joining names as Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, and Lewandowski to become one of the only players to score in his first 5 Champions League matches. The Norwegian caught the attention of all of Europe, and he was ready to make his next step. He left Red Bull with 29 goals and 7 assists in only 27 appearances. Haaland arrived in Germany after a €20 million deal with Red Bull Salzburg. He made his Borussia Dortmund debut away from home against FC Augsburg on the 18th of January 2020. He came on as a second-half substitute and scored a hat-trick in 23 minutes in the 5-3 win, making him Dortmund's second-best debutant behind Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He quickly started accumulating records with the help of his relentless sense of goal scoring. He became the first player in Bundesliga to score 7 goals in his first 3 matches and was named best player of the 20-21 Bundesliga season. He led Dortmund to a DFB Pokal Cup title in 2021, but he was unable to reach the first place in the German league. He left Borussia Dortmund with an impressive tally of 86 goals and 23 assists in only 89 matches. Absurd. Motivated by his father's time as a citizen, Erling "BRAUT" Haaland arrived to Manchester's blue side after a deal worth €60 million and lasting 5 years. This transfer had an extra amount of pressure added as the media and the public questioned if Erling would be able to maintain his performance in such a competitive league as the Premier. So he delivered. Even though he couldn't score on his first official match for the citizens, he scored a brace in his Premier League debut against West Ham United. He then became the quickest player to score 2 hat-tricks in the Premier, after 2 consecutive stellar performances against Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. On October 2nd, Haaland became the first player in Premier League to score 3 consecutive hat-tricks. After just 19 games, he surpassed the previous season league top scorer with 25 goals. He is currently on track to break the record for most goals in a single Premier season, held by none other than Alan Shearer, with 34 goals. And still 11 games to play. Lastly, on March 14th he tied Lionel Messi and Luis Adriano as the only players to score 5 goals in a single Champions League game. And his performance in UCL is only a reflection of his love for the competition. Haaland told TV2 that the tournament's anthem is his alarm tone. He currently has 39 goals in 36 matches with Pep City. Fair to say he has exceeded the expectations. Erling Haaland has had a short but very active run with his national selection. Even though he was eligible to play for England due to being born there, Haaland always had his mind set to represent the colors of Norway. He scored 9 goals for Norway at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Poland in 2019, setting a new record for most goals scored in a single U20 World Cup match. He debuted for Norway's senior team in September 2019 against Malta and has a tally of 17 goals in 19 official international matches. Even Haaland's health is outstanding. Back in Mold, he suffered a ligament injury, but he managed to only miss 3 games, which is surprising for this type of injury. When in RB Salzburg, season 1920, he only missed 5 games due to separate minor injuries and illnesses. When in Germany, he missed a total of 28 games in 2 seasons and a half. In this case, he had some more serious injuries, including knee problems and several muscle injuries. His longest absence was 7 games, which happened twice. Nothing that hindered his performance on the pitch. Erling's talents don't limit to only football. When he was 5 years old, he achieved the world record for standing long jump with a distance of 1.63 meters. There's no doubt that Erling Braut Haaland is the present of the beautiful game, and every weekend he reminds us that he is also the future of the sport. We can't wait to see where his journey goes next. That's the end of another tale of the beautiful game. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel to watch more of the stories that make the sport we love. Join the winning team, and we'll see you next time.